Welcome back to the Blue Wave Talk Show with your host, Duane Bluestein, Miss LaNee Javet, and Mr. Karoom Butler.
House.
We back, y'all. We back. I'm sorry. Season 3, episode 1 in the house. And we are here at Mogul in Training segment. The reason that we're bringing up the Mogul in Training segment because it is to the road to the Super Bowl 2015 through the Blue Wave. But I'm going to let the Mogul take over from here.
Man, that's networking. You know what I'm saying? That's co-branding at its best right there.
That's what we do. Listen, I need you guys to check out the logo. That logo's hot.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even know if I should tell you guys, but it reminds me of the Superman logo, but not. I think I'm going to get it so I can put it on a shirt.
Right.
And I think I'm going to do like the super
yeah.
with the Mogul.
I got you.
underneath.
Just open it up.
You're going to see that coming.
We need
just
that.
Open it up.
Yeah, just.
And then you get Cam Newton to do it.
I'm like,
It's like a
I'm
kid.
a little worried about where I was going. She knows me. All right. You know, hey.
So as a mogul, because we want you to train other moguls, because we saw what you did. Now, to let you guys know, there are so many people that try to do Kickstarter programs.
Yes.
Tons of people that are out there saying, "Oh, I can do it. I need some money," and then they go, and they stop. How did you get to that number that you reached out for?
Man, let me first say, Kickstarter or any type of crowdfunding campaign is difficult.
Okay.
I will be honest with you and say, when I first started, I don't think I was prepared. It takes time and energy. One of the biggest tips I can give anybody who's thinking about doing a type of a funding campaign is take 3 months to plan it out. I literally introduced my company as I was doing the Kickstarter, and a lot of people didn't even know what Kickstarter was.
Right.
So the first 5, 10, 15 days was mostly me just trying to get people to understand what I was doing and support it. Then the next 10 days was people kind of getting a hold of it and understanding what it was. And I literally raised my funds in the last 72 hours. I mean, it really came down
It jumped. It moved.
the last 72 hours.
No, it was a 30-day.
It was a 30-day campaign.
All right.
And in hindsight, it really, you know, of course you do research. Now that I'm in it, I'm in the bed now. I'm already in the bed. And now I'm trying to figure out what to do. So, begging.
A lot of begging.
Being comfortable asking for money.
Right.
Being comfortable letting people ignore you. Being
Right.
proud and confident in my product. I knew I had something good. So, you know, I tried to make light of it. Like, you know, I'm campaigning. Some of you might say begging, but it really is campaigning. I have a product that I believe in. I need support in. And I have to tell you, the majority of the support that I received came from people I didn't even know.
Right. Because they saw the value that you were doing. And one of the things that I've learned about reaching out for sponsors and monies and things like that is if you believe in yourself and you know that your product is what it is and you don't, you know, go back and forth and say, well, what do you think? Well, it's all about the belief in you. If you understand where you are going and what's on your heart and you say, look, this is what I believe in, and I'm going to work this plan all the way through. And I tell everybody, work the plan, the plan works. If you stick with your plan, you will obtain it. If it takes 5 years, if it takes 10 years, if it takes 15 years, as long as you stick with it, the laws of whatever the word was, whatever it is, will come back for you. It always comes back for you, as long as you do it the right way.
Yes.
Always try to do it the right way and learn. And one of the great things about you is you are offering help for people and giving people and say, look, I did make the goal of the dollar amount. Can you tell the folks what that dollar amount was?
It was $10,000.
$10,000 in 30 days.
In 30 days.
$10,000 in 30 days.
We raised $10,131 to be exact.
Right. And she was on it. I mean, when I say that she was up early in the morning, hitting it, because I never sleep, so I'm seeing Instagram, I'm seeing Facebook, I'm seeing Vine, I'm seeing absolutely everything of a post all the time. And people say, well, I don't want to be a pest. No, you do want to be a pest. You want folks to know that you are so hungry to get to this next level that you are constantly working at it and going through there. So what would you tell people how to obtain sponsors, and what does that mean for your business?
I'm actually in the process of looking for sponsors for the Mogul and training piece of it, because it's one of those things where I don't want to say bartering, but it's a give and receive. And Karun actually had a good idea about sponsorship. What were you saying?
Well, I was just saying, a lot of times we set out looking for money, and we know we need that, but getting is a giving proposition in my book. So, a lot of times you find yourself in a situation you may be able to offer a service, whether it's, helping with a website or whatever like that, gratis, but then they remember when you come back with your handout later that, hey, when we didn't have the budget for this, she did that.
Yeah.
Now we got a little bit of a budget, let's slide some her way. So, I think you have to not be afraid to give away some of your wares for the greater good.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The bigger picture. I mean, when people talk to me all the time, I am a big picture person. So I knew where I was going with the Super Bowl 4 years ago, and I knew what the end result was. I knew exactly, the goals that I had to reach. But there are times when you're going through, how do you know what to do first? Is it the website? Is it social media? Is it bagging? What is the key? What's the first thing that you should do?
Plan. So the very first thing is figure out what your plan is, because before the plan can work, you got to have the plan.
Right.
For me, it was logo. Once I got my logo done and I had that brand awareness and I could look at it and see it, man, I mean, that was like the first accomplishment for me. From there, I secured my domain, and then I started working my plan. I've trademarked, my logo is trademarked, so I got my trademark done early. I got that done out the way. And then my marketing, putting your business plan together. I know what I can tell you. The biggest thing, and you can probably attest to this, is have a support team.
Yes.
I have worked so hard and so long by myself that it has taken me literally probably 2, maybe 3 times as long to get things done, because I have to do so much research and figuring things out instead of having a team around me that knew kind of what to do. Now I have like a 5-6 person team, which is why you see so much stuff getting done.
Right, absolutely.
But those first 6 months, it was just me, day in and day out.
But that's good though.
It's good. I know so much about my business right now.
And
I know so
yourself.
much about business. I know what I'm made of.
Right.
That's how I can do Mogul and training. I get to tell other people things so that they don't have to go through the things that I went through.
And people see you invested. So, that's the thing, is that it's infectious. So you want them to see you putting all your blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Yeah.
Because why am I going to sweat for you if you're not
going to do it for yourself?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's the one thing that drives me crazy. When people say, I'm on my grind. What does grinding mean to you?
I'm going to tell you what grinding means to me. I can't tell you for everybody. Grinding to me is working till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning every night, waking up at 6 o'clock so I can work out.
Do it again.
Taking my son to school at 7 o'clock, coming home, working till 3:30, picking him up, cooking dinner, getting back to work at 8 o'clock at night, working till 3 o'clock that morning. Then making time to come and hang out at the Blue Flame, have a cigar.
Exactly. You got to do that. That's important.
That's important.
Is grinding. That's day in and day out, every day.
I think that word drives me crazy is, I'm on my grind.
Is it the same as a
What
hustle?
is it? Right. I mean, but they sit down. They say, I'm working on it, but then they sit down and wait for something to happen. Opposed to saying, you know what? I don't know what that answer is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm going to do something. And something's always going to fall into place. If you're going out there reaching out, talking to people. I tell people all the time, when you go into a restaurant, you go into Target, you go into all these other places, network, talk to people. That's a grind when you're always finding new people that can give you new ideas. Yeah. And that's what I'm always doing. I get a business card in my hand talking to somebody. Somebody knows somebody that knows somebody. And we need to, that 6 degrees of separation is so important for all of us. So how much money do you think it takes to start a business?
I think it's different for every business. However, for my business, what I thought I needed 5 times more than that.
Yeah.
So, it depends. If you have a bakery, you're going to need way more money than somebody who's starting an online business, doing a boutique, and their inventory is pay by what you get.
Right.
So, it's going to be different. But what I would say is you should definitely know what it is. I spent a lot of money up front that I didn't need to spend.
Right. Yeah.
So, know what your budget is.
Right. And it's important to kind of gauge. Call around, ask other people that are in your field, see what the number is, and kind of go from there. But once you know your value and the value around you, then it makes it so much easier. This segment is brought to you by Golfsmith in Scottsdale. We really appreciate our first national sponsor. I'm gonna keep saying that. Golfsmith on the Blue Way Talk Show. Hey, we really appreciate you. Please subscribe to the Blue Way Talk Show, Moguls in Training, Blue Flame Society. Reach out to all of us and we'll get you more information. We'll see you back in a second.